If mobile players cannot sprint by pressing left shift button, it's just not fair. Obviously PC players will destroy them, obviously PC players will completely annihilate all of the mobile players. If they can sprint but mobile players cannot. I believe it's a bit hilarious how most input script tutorials don't actually show you how to support mobile players, even though majority of Roblox player base are actually mobile players. Which is why today I've decided to actually show you how to do it step by step. The first thing we'll do is actually create a local script inside of starter character scripts, and we will create a simple shift to sprint system. Now, usually what you will do is just get the humanoid, get the user input system, connect two functions that change the speed of the humanoid, and that's basically it. If you play this the game, as you will see, when I press shift I actually get faster, and when I stop pressing shift I get slower, just like a normal shift to sprint script. But the issue that we will have is that if I change device to mobile and play this the game now, mobile players just don't have the left shift button. So if it's for example a PvP game where mobile players are fighting against PC players, if mobile players cannot sprint by pressing left shift button, it's just not fair. Obviously PC players will destroy them, obviously PC players will completely annihilate all of the mobile players if they can sprint but mobile players cannot. So as a game developer, it's our goal to give mobile players an opportunity to fight back against PC players, and we can do that by actually supporting them. And what's funny is that it's not actually hard to support. All we actually need is something called ContextActionService, and if you go inside of the ContextActionService documentation, as you will see, it has a bunch of really useful methods, but the most important one for us is actually bind action. It does the exact same thing as user input service, but has built-in support for mobile players. If you scroll down to the example, the most important thing we actually need to take is this function. So let's go ahead and just copy and paste it inside of our script. And we can also remove the user input service and change that to context action service. And as you can see, this local function has three arguments inside of it. The first one is action name. That is not that useful, so we can just remove it. The second one is input state, and the third one is input object. Input state is very useful because it tells us if the key is currently being pressed or stopped being pressed. And last one, input object, I have never actually seen anyone use it, so I believe it's not that useful. And so what we can do now is basically change the script to be our shift to sprint script. So this will be our input began method, and this will be our input ended method. And we basically have our shift to sprint script, and now we will use the context action service method bind action. And it has already a bunch of parameters. The first one, action name, just name it sprint or whatever the name of the action is. The second one is actually the function, so just put handle action. And the next one is actually a boolean that if it's set to true, will create a button for mobile device so that mobile devices could use the sprint as well. So let's just set it to true and I will show you what happens. And also we can put our keycode left shift inside of it. And so now if you play this the game, in PC mode nothing really changes, right? I can still sprint with left shift and stop with left shift. But if you go back to our mobile device and actually play this the game, you will see that now there is a button that if I as a mobile player actually press it, it allows me to sprint on a mobile device. Now obviously it disappears because I'm actually on a PC. This is just a test mode, but in the actual game the button will just stay there. So also obviously, you know, the button positioning isn't really good, so we can change the position by using action service method set position that basically just changes the position of the button. So for example, to like udim.new 0.5 0 0 minus 0.5 0. And as you will see, the button will change its position. You can experiment with it, but I hope you enjoyed this video and good luck with scripting.